In a world where a lot of people tend to be so self-absorbed and it's all about me, 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 me. It's surprising, right? But yeah, it is what it is. Kindness tends to be one of the most admirable qualities that makes people stand out. It makes you beautiful, it's virtuous, it makes you absolutely adorable. Anyone would want to be friends with someone who's kind. So, I did a survey with completely different strangers from different parts of the world just to figure out from them what their thoughts on kindness were. So I hope you will enjoy the survey and let's get started.
It's my dream, there are no lies. It's cold and dark, just like ice. I'm inside it.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Winning yourself?
Good, thanks. Okay, so the first question is, how do you define kindness?
Being nice to people, not undermining or underestimating what people can do.
Oh. Do you think people are kind in general?
Some people.
Okay.
Not most of the people, but I think some people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so if you would strengthen that quality in yourself, what is it that you would do to become a kinder person?
Like be more nice to people.
Be more nice to people. What about yourself? Do you think it's kind when you're nice to yourself?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. High five. Hi Selena, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, so my question is, how do you define kindness?
Kindness.
Kindness,
I
yeah.
think it's when someone is very respectful to another person, and yeah, it's like interacting with a person and on the same level.
Okay. Would you say people are generally kind?
I think yes, but some show it more than others, or some are more able to show it than others.
Okay. So personally, what would you do to be a more kinder person?
Of course. I think asking people how they are and
Yeah.
if I can help. And, yeah.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Can I have a high five? Thank you.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.
You too. Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm fine in yourself.
You having a great Wednesday?
So far so good. Lovely exams.
Okay. Amazing. Okay, so how do you define kindness?
Define kindness is when you are kind to someone but you have no but like you want nothing in return.
Okay. Do you think people are kind?
Not most people, but depending on your personality, that will determine your kindness.
Are you kind?
If someone respects me, I'll respect them back.
Nice one. Okay. So what do you think you can do to become a more kinder person?
Or like just to check up on people, basically.
Check out on people. Awesome. Can I have a high five? Awesome. Thank you. Hi guys.
Hello.
Okay, so I was just asking a question. How do you guys define kindness?
Being kind to people.
Yeah, what is kindness?
Not kind to me sometimes.
But people are not kind to you sometimes, so it's difficult for you to be kind to them.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think we can do to become more kinder in general?
Someone out like this.
Kindness is when you're nice to people and don't ask. You're just nice and you don't need to have something in return.
Okay. So do you believe that people are kind in general?
Yes.
Okay. What can we do to become more kind?
Help out people.
Help
In
out
need.
people in need. Okay, awesome. Thank you. High five. Hi Lena, how are you?
I'm fine and you?
I'm great, thank you. Okay, so the question for the day is, how do you define kindness?
Kindness. For me, the meaning is to not waiting anything from anyone and given everything. Do not count anything, and the honesty is an important part.
Honesty. Okay. So you're saying not to want anything from anyone when you give it to them, and
Just
honesty.
giving without any interest, you know.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Leila. Okay. Hi guys.
Hi.
Okay, so our first question is, how do you define kindness?
How do I define kindness?
Mm-hmm.
I define kindness by being like kind and sympathizing with each other, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of difficulties that you're going through, but still being kind, and regardless of the cruelty that people are doing to you, but continue to be kind.
Yeah, it's just being good to everybody, regardless of whatever. It should though come out of a good heart. Yeah,
Okay.
just for cloud.
Do you think people are kind in general?
I personally, I think people are always trying to be kind. It's just we live in a world that's cruel, so you never know if somebody is just trying to be kind to benefit something from you or whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, there are always people, you go around the street, they're like, oh, you look good, you have a nice smile, why are you sad today? So I think that's kindness. It's just the way how it come across to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people are genuinely kind, but some people have some hidden agendas and all. So yeah.
I get you. So if you were personally to cultivate kindness, how would you ensure that you are a kinder person? Like, how would you strengthen that quality in you?
Making sure that I motivate other people when I see them down, and then making sure that I uplift them.
But always smiling, I think.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you're smiling, regardless of what you're going through, some people will know, yeah, she has been going through a lot, but regardless, she's still smiling. So yeah, let's be kind to one another. Because I mean, yeah, we are really going through it, but I mean, there's no reason to take it out to other people and stuff like that.
I totally agree. Thank you so much, and I love your smiles. Thank you. In a world where a lot of people can be very self-absorbed, kindness tends to be one of the brilliant and beautiful qualities that makes someone to stand out. So then, if it's such an amazing quality, why is it that a lot of people still shy away from kindness? So now the number one problem is that people tend to complain that if I'm a kind person, then people are going to take advantage of me and manipulate me. I would like to challenge that statement. If people take advantage of you because you are kind, was it kindness to begin with? Was it really kindness? What is kindness? Kindness is when you are able to love and take into consideration your needs as well as the needs of other people. It's not just being nice to other people. It's also learning to be nice to yourself, to be good to yourself, and striking a good balance. So a kind person is someone who's able to put themselves first and also consider other people, right? Think about this example. Isn't it better to give people from your overflow than to give people from a cup that's empty? If you want to give people whatever it is that you're giving them out of scarcity, won't you have resentment for doing so? You absolutely will. You're going to be so frustrated because now you've given so much of yourself and you're left with nothing. So then that cannot be kindness. True kindness is when you're able to give people from your overflow. So you give yourself the time to actually fill your cup before you can start distributing whatsoever it is that you want to give to other people. True kindness is being able to love yourself, because you can only love other people when you have learned how to love yourself. That is kindness. Now, let's think about this example. In a family, let's say you have a family member who has a financial problem and they come to you for assistance. They ask to borrow some money and you immediately help them. And they are grateful in that moment for you rendering them that assistance, right? And then another problem strikes later, and then they come back to you and they're like, oh, I've got this problem. Please, can you come help me out? Now, yeah, you might help them, and then it becomes a pattern. Every time they have a financial problem, they come to you for help and they expect you to give you that immediate help, right? Do it for me. If you do that in the name of, oh, I'm being a good and kind person, is that really kindness? Really? Don't you think it's crippling that person and not motivating them to actually provide for themselves, to learn how to do that for themselves? Isn't it better to teach a man how to fish rather than to give them fish every single day? I mean, there's a time when it's an emergency situation, definitely you can give that assistance, but wouldn't it be better to sit them down and say, listen, I believe you're a very, very intelligent and brilliant person. What are the skills that you can put into action so that you can actually use them to get out of this financial problem? So that if you do that for them, then that is a true gesture of kindness. Now let's think about another example. When you are someone that is able to say no to the previous situation I just described, that is kindness. Even though in that moment, that person might feel like, wow, that wasn't nice. Sorry, it's a dog. Okay. Even though that person might feel like, okay, I just wanted you to give me money. Why are you telling me I should do this and that? Yes, they might not feel like you're a good person, but that doesn't mean that you're not a good person because you did that. It just means that you learned how to exert your boundary, and that is beautiful. That is amazing. They might not thank you today, but later they're going to thank you because they will be able to do something for themselves and stand on their own 2 feet. So kindness is being able to help other people see the potential in themselves and activate it. It's being able to help other people bring out the best in themselves, but not paralyzing them. If you enable people to stay in their comfort zones, if you enable people to remain lukewarm, remain average when they can actually play big, then that is not being kind. So kindness is being able to make the mature decision even when it's difficult. If we do that for others, and if we do that for ourselves, then that is indeed true kindness. The last point that I'd like to talk about is serving. A kind person is someone that is able to serve. That is actually one of the most beautiful qualities that any human being can ever have. If you are just existing on this planet for yourself, I kid you not, I think that's a very miserable life. Our joy comes from being able to contribute joy and happiness and fulfillment in other people's lives as well. As human beings, we're all born with a greater purpose and calling. You're not just born to wake up and go to a job and come back and do the same thing over and over again. There's more that you can do. And if you are able to embrace that calling, if you're able to embrace your significance on this planet and do what it is you came to do to make this planet a better place, other people better, that is indeed kindness. So serving, learning to serve. When you wake up each day, okay, I've done all these things for myself, then ask yourself, how have I served the people around me? If serving is lacking, then it's going to be very difficult for us to even expand in our own personal lives. So sometimes people hold back kindness in the assumption that, oh, if I keep to myself, if I'm stingy with myself, then I'm not going to be taken advantage of. But actually, you are disadvantaging yourself by not extending your love, extending your help to other people, because most of the success people have in this planet is due to people. So if you're not good with people, if you're not extending kindness, how is another person going to be kind to you as well? In a world where literally everything is just being mirrored to us. If you're mean to the other person, chances are they're going to be mean to you too. If you're kind to the other person, chances are they're going to be kind to you too. So you want to actually be wise and know that kindness is not being silly. Kindness is not being dumb. Kindness is actually being smart, because you live a fulfilled life personally for yourself, and you're able to grow and learn so much from other people because you've contributed so much to their lives. Therefore, they'll be in a position to also be inspired to help you when you are in your time of need as well. So I hope that this video can inspire everybody, including myself, to be kinder to ourselves and to the rest of the people that we meet for the rest of our lives. Kindness is beautiful. It makes you so charismatic and attractive. And so I pray that we can all journey together into embracing kindness. With that said, I'll see you later. And please check out the video on boundaries that I did on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Leave a comment about how kindness transformed your life, how it benefited you, and how you think you can become a kinder person going forward. Thank you so much. Smash the like button, and I shall see you next weekend. Bye.
Do I dream? Can it be when you say